I have got a strange and probably confusing one for you today. We're going to cover the Parrish real estate market. I want to show you what the market conditions are. What is the housing market doing right now in Parrish, Florida? You guys, this is going to be, again, kind of strange and contradictory because some of the numbers that I'm going to present to you, they don't match up. They don't make a whole lot of sense. Well, they do for me because I see what the market's doing. But the way that I present it in the video, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I want to start this one with a story so that I can make sense of the numbers that we're going to present here in a minute. I'm working with a couple, Jan and Grace from New York. Thank you guys so much for letting me be a part of your big purchase here. Really amazing couple from New York, and they're buying a Del Webb home. Okay, so this started about a month and a half ago. They gave me a call and they said, Josh, we want to buy a Prestige in Del Webb at Bayview in Parrish, Florida. And they called and they asked me what was on the market. What did the market look like for the Prestige floor plan in Del Webb? At that time, you guys, this was about a month and a week ago. There were 4 Prestiges on the market. And I told them, hey, this looks great. You guys, we've got some really big incentives on a couple of these, $50,000 incentives. If these homes stay on the market for the next month, when you guys purchase a home, things are looking really good for you. Okay, so they called, again, about a month and a half ago. There were 4 Prestiges on the market. They'd give me a call once a week. Hey, Josh, how does it look? Are all 4 of those homes still on the market? Week over week, we took a look. All 4 of those homes were on the market. Again, this was about a month and a half ago, so that lasted for 4 weeks. I was like, you guys, this is great. If these homes last, the builder's really going to want to sell these. We've already got these great incentives. I'm going to get you a really good price on these. So a week and a half ago, they gave me a call and said, hey, what's the market doing? What does it look like with the Prestiges? One of them went under contract. Okay, 2 days later, they gave me a call. They said, Josh, we're looking at Del Webb's website. We see another one that went under contract. One of them disappeared. So I called Leslie, my favorite sales rep over there at Del Webb. And sure enough, another one had gone under contract. They did everything they needed to do because they're selling a home in New York. So they did everything they needed to do. They were ready to make the purchase. 2 of the 4 homes are now under contract. They gave me a call and said, hey, we've got our airplane tickets purchased. We're going to be out there next Monday. Will you check the market again? Because we've seen 2 other homes go under contract. I called Leslie. Sure enough, a 3rd one went under contract. This is over 1 week. Okay, so for a month, none of them went under contract. Now we've got 3 of them that are under contract. So my clients decided, hey, we're going to have to do this sight unseen. Excuse me, got a bug in my eye. They'll have to do it sight unseen. So they wanted me to go look at the one final Prestige and do a video of it and send it to them so that they could maybe proceed and put that final Prestige under contract. I went in, I saw Leslie, my sales rep at Del Webb, got the keys so that I could go do a video. And from the time that I got the keys to the time that I went and did a video and went back to revisit and Leslie and let Leslie know that my clients wanted to purchase the house, that 4th one went under contract. You guys, 4 homes in 1 week, 4 homes in just over 1 week went under contract. My clients lost all 4 of them. That was the house that they wanted. You guys, to top that off, there was 1 more Prestige. It's the last Prestige available at Del Webb. As Del Webb is in closeout, they're wrapping up everything over there. They had 1 more home that was deliverable that would be complete in December. That one went under contract in 1 week. 5 Prestiges went under contract. Okay, that was after 1 month. We were watching for about a month and a week, and not 1 went under contract. There was no buyers for those homes for a month and a half, none. And then out of nowhere, the buyers came back to market and scooped them all up. You guys, I bring that story up and I tell you that story, because it's a good example of what we're going to look at with the numbers here in a moment. But also, since 2022, when interest rates first started going up, you guys, the market collapsed. Home values went down about 10% in Colorado Springs and in Parrish. And I say Colorado Springs and Parrish because those are the markets that I know. In 2022, home values went down about 10%. Because interest rates went up. The market just died. Buyers disappeared. They all disappeared. I had 3 listings at that time, and I was sitting on all 3 listings. I didn't think I'd be able to get any of them sold. And out of nowhere, after 6 months, all 3 of them sell. In 1 week, all 3 of them go under contract, and all the homes around them went under contract. Okay, so since 2022, what we've seen is a very polar market. For 3 months, the market's dead. Realtors panic, sellers panic, nobody can get homes sold, and then out of nowhere, you get a glut of buyers and the buyers scoop up the inventory. Okay, and that's been happening every 2 or 3 months. Market's dead, home buyers are back. Market's dead, home buyers come back, and they scoop them up. That's what it's been doing. It's been up and down. It's been very volatile. You guys, and that's exactly what we're seeing. That's what happened to Jan and Grace, and that's what I'm going to present to you in this video, is kind of that up and down and the way the market's been behaving since 2022. So right now, what we're seeing is an improving market. That thumbnail that I used, that you guys clicked through to start watching this video, that's right. Home values actually went up. The median estimated home value in Parrish actually went up about 0.5%. So right now we are going through a burst of buyers. Over the last month, it's been pretty busy. According to the Florida Realtor stats, the median sales price for the month of April in 2025 was down 14.9% year over year. That's for all property types. That includes single family dwellings, condos, townhomes, villas. That includes all property types. Again, according to Florida Realtors, for the month of April 2025, single family dwellings were down 13.3% year over year. That's for the median sales price. I know that sounds bad. That sounds horrible. I reassure you it's not that bad, because right here, according to NAR, National Association of Realtors, the median estimated value is actually only down about 5%. The exact number is 5.1% year over year. The median estimated value right now is $462,460, but take note, to the very, very far right, there's actually an uptick. Home values actually went up. Going back to April, according to NAR, the median estimated value was $459,910. Now it's $462,460. Home values actually went up 0.5% in Parrish, Florida for the month of May. So what's the difference between the median sales price and the median estimated value? The median sales price is just the middle ground, the middle of all homes that sold in Parrish for the month of April. Lennar had a huge sale. They were really discounting their homes, single family homes, single family dwelling homes, and townhomes. And just the fact that they sold so many homes in volume, it had a huge effect on that number, and it was reflected 13 to 15% difference year over year. That's huge. Okay, now what you had was the median estimated value by NAR. That really affects us as the homeowners in Parrish, because that's a reflection of, did home values go up or go down? It looks like home values went down about 5% year over year in Parrish, Florida. And again, that's according to NAR, and those were May numbers. You guys, this video is going to be a follow-up every single month. I want to bring you the market conditions so that you as a home buyer or you as a home seller know what you're getting into or getting out of. First of all, let's look at months of inventory. According to the National Association of Realtors, there's 5.38 months of inventory on the market. That's roughly 5.4 months of inventory. That means that if 0 homes were added to the market and the pace of buyers stayed the exact same that it has been over the last 6 months, it would take 5.4 months to have all that inventory purchased up. The higher the months of inventory, the more likely it is that home values will go down in the future. 5.38% is up just slightly over what it was last month. Real quickly, I also want to touch on Bradenton and Lakewood Ranch, as they are neighboring cities to Parrish. Lakewood Ranch has 5.28 months of inventory, and the median estimated value is down 5%. Bradenton's not looking quite as good as Lakewood Ranch or Parrish, as Bradenton has 7.51 months of inventory, and that's up 9% month over month. And the median estimated value is down 6.1%. Let's also touch on Sarasota. Sarasota has 8.8 months of inventory, and the median estimated value is down 5.2%. You guys, Sarasota is probably going to take a pretty big hit this summer. Home values are probably going to go down there. I compare them to Venice. Venice has 9 months of inventory. Okay, very, very close to what Sarasota has. And the median estimated value is down 9.3% year over year in Venice. I think Sarasota is going to look a lot like Venice here real soon. I think this is a really good slide to look at here. You guys, this is the number of homes, new construction homes in Parrish in the 34219 zip code that went under contract over the last 30 days. 188 homes went under contract in Parrish last month. Those were all new homes. Those are homes that are going up, being built. They're brand new. Nobody's lived in them before. 188. So the market's hurting. Home values are definitely going down, but it's not what would be presented to you in the mainstream media. The market's just not as bad as we're all hearing about. 188 homes under contract. Last month, 160 new construction homes sold. Okay, 160. If you take that, multiply it by 12, that's 1,920 brand new homes are being built and sold in Parrish. You guys, that's not a market that's crashing. That's a market where you've got so many builders competing with each other. They're competing for your business and giving you good deals. These next ones are for the closed price to original price ratio. First slide is for new construction homes. Homes are currently selling for 95.1% of the original price. So if a home's placed on the market, it's put in the MLS, it's listed for whatever it's listed for, that home for the month of May was selling for 95.1% of that original price. You guys, that's after March and April. In April, they were selling for 96%. In March, they were selling for 97%. Going all the way back to January, that was only 92%, 92.7%. So things have gotten better, and then it's kind of slowed down a little bit again recently. The lower that ratio goes, if it goes into the 90th percentile, that means homes are selling on a 10% discount compared to what they were originally listed for. Next one, we've got the closed price to original price ratio for resale homes. So this one, homes were selling in the month of May for 94.2% of the original asking price. That's actually a little bit lower than what it was in April at 94.4, and in February 96.6. Last year, at the end of the year in October, we saw a huge value depreciation on resale homes when homes were only selling for 89.9% of the original ask price. So we'll be following this. If that ratio goes up, if it goes from 94% all the way or down to 90%, then again, we're going to see some pretty big depreciations in the area. So we'll be following this month over month. The next set of numbers that we will take a look at is days to sell. So what this is how many days does it take for a house to go under contract from the time that that home is listed. The longer it takes for a home to sell or go under contract, the more likely it is that you will see price depreciations, and vice versa. If homes sell really quick from the time that they're placed on the market, we see price appreciations. And what we're seeing for new construction homes for the month of May is 79 days. It took 79 days from the time that a house was placed on the market for new construction homes to go under contract. Going back to April, it was 82. Going back to July of 2024, it was taking 118 days. You guys, at that point in time, we saw some significant price depreciations when it took 118 days for those new homes to go under contract. Here we've got the resale homes for the month of May, 88 days. It's taking 88 days for homes to go under contract. Back in April, it was 55 days. So we're seeing a pretty big leap in number of days that it's taking for homes to go under contract for resale homes. Take note, back in October of 2024, 97 days on market. That's how long it took for a home to go under contract. And also at that time, we saw some pretty steep price depreciations on resale homes. And this set of data is for new listings added to the MLS, again, for the month of May. You guys, we follow this because if we get a glut of inventory, home values go down. If we have a lack of inventory, home values go up. So what happened in May, for new construction homes, only 125 homes were added to the MLS. We had 188 homes go under contract, only 125 added to the market. So what that tells me, over the long run, we actually may see a lack of inventory. Home values will flatten out, maybe go up a little bit, but probably not go down. Not if that many homes are going to under contract and that few homes are being added to the MLS. What's happening with the resale market? You have 90 homes that were added to the MLS. That's not a whole lot. Following up after April, where you had 126 homes added to the market. You guys, and going back to January, 139. So we're actually not seeing a whole lot of new inventory added to the market. I will tell you that number changes based on the season that we're in, and we're just past the time of the year where a lot of new homes are placed on the market. New construction is a little bit different. As for resale, we're past that season where a whole lot of homes are added to the market. So what happens if the number of listings added to the market goes down yet the number of homes that go under contract goes up. You guys, your total number of active listings goes down, and that's what these charts are. So the first one is for new construction. Total number of active listings for the month of May was 348. In March, it was 420. In February, it was 426. So that number is trending down. Again, if you're hoping for price depreciations, it's not looking good for you at the moment. We all are. We want home, home affordability to go up. What do we have for the resale market? Similar data. In May, 390 active listings in the MLS. That's total active listings. That's after April topped out at 416. Going back to March, it was 380. So we're actually seeing the total number of active listings go down for new and resale homes. From there, let's look at expired listings for the month of May. I said I wasn't going to cover expired unless we saw a huge change. And what we did, we actually saw a pretty big change. We saw more expired listings. Here's new construction homes. It jumped up to 16. The month before that, I think there were 4. In the month of April, there's just not a whole lot of new construction expired homes. Jumped up to 16. Almost every single one of those were simply dwell homes. And I'm not sure what they did, but they pulled a bunch of homes off the market, and that's what spiked it. Here's resale. Resale actually jumped up to 18. So there were 18 people who listed their house. They wanted to sell it, and for some reason, whatever, it couldn't sell. So they pulled the house off the market. The listing expired. 18's a lot for Parrish. Compare that to Lakewood Ranch. There were only 9 in Lakewood Ranch. You compare that to a big market like Bradenton or Sarasota. Bradenton had 119 expired listings. That's a lot. And in Sarasota, there were 152. This next set of charts, sorry guys, the sun just came out. It's very bright. So this next set of charts that we're going to take a look at is sold price per square foot ratio. I love these because the sold price per square foot ratio is really good at telling us whether or not home values are going up or going down. You guys, for May, the price per square foot for new construction homes actually went down a little bit. We're down to $190 per square foot. Again, that's for the month of May. That follows up April, where in April, homes were selling for $193 per square foot. The trend though, so May 2024, new construction homes were selling for about $213 per square foot. So you guys, I think we follow that trend. These numbers would tell me that home values for new construction homes are actually going down, will probably continue to go down unless the market changes, interest rates go down, or buyers stay in the market. If we can just keep the buyers in the market, then we're going to see home values go up on new construction homes. And this chart here is the sold price per square foot ratio for resale homes. What we have is $245. So we had an uptick in home selling price per square foot in Parrish, Florida. May, again, $245. That follows up April, where it was very low at $220 per square foot. $220 per square foot was the lowest it's been for a long time, going back to 2022, 2021. Again, that trend though, so we're looking at January 2024, resale homes were selling for $269 per square foot. Now let's cap this video off in standard fashion as we have with the other market conditions videos. We always start with Del Webb. Del Webb resale market has 22 active listings and only 2 pending. That's not good for Del Webb resale homes. That's many months of inventory. North River Ranch has had a massive improvement. There's 25 active listings and 9 pending. About half of those active listings are townhomes. So for the single family dwelling resale market in North River Ranch, things are looking very good. Harrison Ranch, there's 18 active listings, 5 pendings. Those numbers leave Harrison Ranch with under 5 months, well under 5 months of inventory on the resale market. Let's add Silverleaf. In Silverleaf is not looking good. 29 active listings and 2 pending. So Silverleaf is actually amongst the worst neighborhoods in all of Parrish. And one more, there is Riverfield Wilderness, a beautiful golf course community that sides with Manatee River. There are 17 active listings and 8 pending. Again, that's on the resale market. River Wilderness, there is just about 3 months of inventory in there.